EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tigers of San Juan taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tigers of San Juan taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. On the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
13. Hey, Ozzie, check out.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzie, check out. Cut.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Ravens 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Hey, middle.
They go play action with Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Get it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
At the Ravens 39-yard line.
70, Timberwolves, drop 50, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats.
He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here we go. Got me Ranger.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Jackson now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And Jackson throwing once more. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
On first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
It's now 4th down and 1.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Barkley on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, We can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
18 Rattler.
Second and 6. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Let's go now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long.
79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Quick, ready?
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Middle. Shut up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking high its way once again. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
First down, here's Mitchell. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 3.
Cut that team. Go, Reed. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Report. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, middle.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Pierce. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Report!
Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This is 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And
Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson now. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in